Good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and this is your outlook for February 3rd, 2015. And we are going to see the sun today. It's going to be very chilly. The temperatures are going to be struggling to get out of the teens in many locations in the far northern areas here, but generally lower 20s across the entire area here. Maybe down mid-20s down here as you get down towards Philadelphia here. But high pressure sitting over western PA will keep the cold air source locked in here today. Not expecting the winds to be a factor like they were last night and last evening. We had the really strong wind chill, so we'll be very cold as far as high temperatures are concerned, but it won't feel as bad just because it's not going to be really windy. So the wind chills are not going to be a negative factor in this whole situation. We're going to move a little bit forward here now. We're going to go into early Wednesday morning. We have increasing clouds tonight. System passing off to our north here. Wouldn't be surprised if you get a few snow flurries up here or maybe a snow shower up here in the far northern counties as this little short wave very quickly moves through from west to east. I mean, this is going to be screaming eastward here and not really affecting us. I wouldn't expect anything more than a few flurries or maybe a quick snow shower, and that's it for the far northern areas. You see that's out of here already. And then next thing we're going to be looking for, this is very interesting now. Everybody's talking about this, what's going on Thursday. All of a sudden, there's this Thursday threat that wasn't there before. Interestingly enough, this is something that Mike DeFino, who does our long-range outlook, he has outlined this as a threat. And it's just amazing how none of the models had this, and all of a sudden the European model picks up on this, and it's like, wow, where did this come from? So here is Wednesday evening. Basically, what you can see here, a Gulf of Mexico moisture down here. Okay, you have a cold front moving through here. Now the GFS, what it does with this cold front is just pushes this straight through. Actually, pretty much everything does. GFS, NAM, Canadian. Pushes the cold front through, okay? You do get some light snow shower activity. This would be Wednesday night, late Wednesday night, early Thursday, okay, on the GFS, at the timing on that. And then this system here, it never really gets going and just aimlessly heads out to sea, kind of out like this, very strung out, in fact, all right? And that's what the GFS is showing. You go to the European model, a little bit different story. It shows the cold front a lot slower. This is actually looking at Thursday morning now, but at this point on Thursday morning, GFS has the cold front way over here and passed through the area. The European model has it up here. So it's a big difference. You need to have this cold front a little bit slower in order for this to develop and come northward. If it's any faster and it's progressive like the GFS has it, then this will just be kicked out. Now, normally the European model will handle southern streams better. But this has been a progressive pattern all winter long. So why argue against the fact that the cold front's going to be progressive? So we're siding against this right now. Just snow showers, not a big deal, and this thing is not going to come off the coast. We're thinking right now. Doesn't mean that the European model can't find a nut in this situation here. The blind squirrel here finding the nut and finding it, latching onto something. We're going to keep an eye on that. The ensembles are kind of impressed. Some of them are doing the same thing that the operational are doing here. So it's not something that we want to dismiss. We certainly are not doing that. But I'm just saying that the progressive pattern has won out all winter long. So why argue against it now? Progressive meaning that with this front here. Okay, if this front is faster and progressive, like the GFS shows, this doesn't happen. And you have a coastal storm here throwing snow back here in eastern PA, New Jersey. So we will keep an eye on it just in case. Obviously, this is done before the overnight run of some of these models here. But this is a pretty big storm here showing here on the European model. Then we go over to the NAM. This is the latest NAM here. This is the 0Z run. Here's what we're looking at. If you're not going to have, if it's just going to be a frontal passage. Here's the front. You can see moving eastward just with a few snow showers. And then our system is right off Cape Hatteras here. See right here. Just a few snow showers coming through with a cold front. And this system is picked up then by the cold front, which is now over here Thursday morning instead of way back here like the European model has it. So this has no room to go northward. And that's because, here's the area low pressure. It's going to be picked up by this cold front and sent rapidly northeast as this cold front's pushing it further out to sea. So that's the idea. That's what I want to show you there. This is what the NAM's doing. See what it does? It just picks it up and takes it out to sea here, and then it's out of here. So this thing is picked up by the front and absorbed by the front and taken northeast. That's still the most likely scenario. So I don't want to get anybody excited thinking we're getting a coastal storm on Thursday. But it is a possibility we're going to watch it just in case. So this system exits. You got a decent day here on both Friday and Saturday. And then we're going to be watching a system here for Sunday. Sunday's another one. This is probably the best potential here. This is something that's going to be diving down here, rounding the trough, giving us a snow event, we think, on Sunday into Monday. Now, this is quite a few days out here, but this is another one we outlined that Mike DeFino outlined in the long-range outlook as a time period to watch for a potential significant storm, and here it is. Amazing. So anyway, so we're going to watch a couple of them. We're watching one late weekend into early next week. Before that, of course, Thursday. Thursday doesn't have a lot of support, but it might gain support. It only takes a couple of these models to start jumping on board with that idea, and it's something we'll have to scramble to make some first call and final call if necessary, if these overnight models trend in that direction. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for February 3rd, 2015. Have a great Tuesday.